Welcome back, Jeep fans. So I'm in a 2006 Wrangler and it's having an intermittent problem where the gauges will just go flat and the engine dies and you can't even restart it. Now this problem has been really hard to troubleshoot because, as I said, it's very intermittent. There were times where I'd be trying to like data log and see what's going on and it never did anything, and then other times when I wasn't data logging, then it would shut off. But I did finally catch it one time, and what I saw was a little strange. There was actually no data coming in through the OBD. And the symptoms were really strange. Like I said before, the gauges would just go flat and the engine would cut out and the engine wouldn't turn back over either. However, you still had power, like the radio still worked and the lights still worked and everything. So I finally gave up trying to figure it out on my own and sent it in to a mechanic, and he thinks that it needs a new ECU, or PCM as they call it. And I got this PCM from PCM Supply off of eBay. And he sent me this nice little note too in case I run into any problems. So looks like we have good customer service right off the bat. Well, let's get this thing installed. All right, so the PCM is over on the passenger side of the vehicle, just next to the battery. And I think taking it out is going to be pretty straightforward. It just looks like we have 3 T25 Torx screws, and these plugs obviously just pop out, and we'll also have to pull the negative battery cable. So let's do that.
It's a Jeep thing. Yeah, it's a Jeep thing.
And with that pulled out, we can just pop these things off, move the little red clips up, and then the PCM cables just unplug just like that. Push down on the little tab and pull. Easy peasy. All right, so now we just need to take these 3 Torx screws out. Get them all loose first. They're kind of stuck in there from age.
It's a Jeep thing. Yeah, it's a Jeep thing.
All right, that's the old computer out. And now all we need to do is mount the new computer. Now these computers, you can't just pull one out of the junkyard and throw it in your heap, because they actually need to be programmed with your VIN number. So that's why I had to buy it from that PCM Supply place. They do all the pre-programming for you, so it should just be plug and play. We're gonna find out. I'm just gonna tighten these by hand first and just give it a little bit of a snug with the wrench. I don't think you want these too tight. They'll probably strip out. You know, notice how this thing says ignore on this last plug over here. This is a manual Jeep. If this were an automatic, you'd have the plug for the transmission over here. For the manual, you just have 3. And now we just plug our plugs back in. And I guess you notice like they're color coded. That's kind of cool. I didn't notice that earlier. And you can kind of hear them click as you push them in. Once they're all clicked in, you push the little red things back up. Now we just got to put the battery cable back on. All right, now let's fire her up. All right, moment of truth. Hey, it starts. The disc changer is going crazy. I don't know why, but okay. But there's no check engine light, which is good, which I don't know if I mentioned earlier, but never got a check engine light throughout this whole ordeal. Whatever was going on with the computer, whenever it would shut off, it would actually reset everything. So you couldn't tell what was wrong. There was no diagnostic information at all. But I have my little OBD link plugged in down there, and I'm data logging with Torque Pro, so we're gonna go for a drive and see if it does anything weird.
It's a Jeep thing. Yeah, it's a Jeep thing.
All right, well, we've been driving around for several minutes now and there haven't been any issues, so I'm hoping this solved the problem. And big thanks to PCM Supply for sending out the correct PCM. Bye, thanks for watching. Please hit that like and subscribe button.